Did you ever wonder just how your donation dollars were being used? Here's a story about Michelle and her granddaughter Shayla and the difference your donation made in their lives.
Hello, this is my granddaughter Shayla. Shayla has lived with me on and off since she was born. I wanted her to grow up as a kid playing with other kids in the neighborhood and having opportunities like those kids. So last summer I had an opportunity to work at Camp Sue Osborne, located here at the Outdoor Y. I saw Miss E all dressed up in her crazy clothes for some of her theme days she had. Oh my goodness. Her energy she shared when she was interacting with campers was off the chart. After seeing her with those kids, I knew no kids would be left behind and Shayla would be safe in her summer camp experience. So I signed her up for all 10 weeks. When we got to the orientation, I saw Becca, who was a camp counselor at Camp Sue Osborne at the Outdoor Y last year. I told her if I didn't trust Miss E or Becca, I wouldn't have signed her up. I told her Miss E was going to be like her mother away from home, and Becca was going to be like her big sister, and they were going to take good care of her. Every day got progressively better the first week. By the second week, she was up before the alarm clock. This child's never up before the alarm clock. She was dressed, ready to go, and was already eating her breakfast.
I just love all my friends that I made at camp because they were like a lot like me and they get my personality.
They all helped her and build her confidence. She just grew so much. She was exposed to so many things she had never had the opportunity to try before. She even bragged about them, everything she got to do and all the friends she got to make.
Thanks to the dollars donated by people like you, I was able to assist Shayla to be able to come to camp a few extra weeks this summer than she might have been able to begin with. Partway through the summer, she came to me at camp and said, "I'm not going to be coming next week." And I said, "Why?" She said, "My grandma says she can't afford it." I told her about financial assistance and she went home and told her grandmother. We went through the process and I was able to help them with 2 weeks of camp.
So when I picked up Shayla on her very last day of camp, I could not find her. All the kids were huddled around, but I couldn't see her. They were huddled around her. Then she came to me and was excited to show me that she received the Leaps and Bounds Award. Shayla went from being a grouchy baby Grinch on the first day of camp to not wanting to leave and crying on the last day. So Shayla, do you remember how you were your first day of camp?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
What about your last day of camp?
It was hard.
Okay, so I explained to her that that's what the award meant. The leaps and bounds was you come in not wanting to do it, afraid of everything, and then you can blossom into what she blossomed into now in loving camp and wanting to go back. You want to go back next year?
Yeah,
Okay, why do you want to go back?
because it's fun.
Good. So I was thankful for this opportunity, and my goal for her was to be able to adapt to an environment that was new and healthy for her to learn new things and be able to have different adventures. She did all of that and so much more. Shayla had the best summer ever. So Shayla has grown leaps and bounds since camp started, and I can't wait for her to come back next year. And thank you to everybody who's donated so that Shayla could have the experience she did in the time that we had this summer. Thank you.